你好，你要一份春卷吗？
你吃折耳给不吃？
吃。
你叫我们中国话讲得好。
谢谢。
我不看你，我并没有看不出你是外省人。
这个是要配什么蘸水吗？
不需要配，
不需要配。好，谢谢。哟，大家好，欢迎来到小马逛吃。今天我们来到了一个 new place. I've made my way to 贵州贵阳 ，and I told myself 走的时候不许买街边小吃，因为我要攒着肚子。但是我忍不住，看见了一个春卷店。It reminds me of 大一 when I was in 成都 so I had to get some. This is gonna be my pre-dinner snack. Wow. 老板跟我说这个不用蘸东西 so I'm assuming this is already super flavorful because she had about 20 pots of different ingredients. Seems like they're all in here. 这个跟我们在成都吃的春卷不一样，它的皮更像凉皮一样。好多榨菜的味儿，好多泡菜的味儿，然后都是脆脆的口感，外面糯糯，有点黏，很爽。Every bite, every crunch has a different texture， 不一样的味儿，不一样的口感，有香菜，有海苔。粉丝、花生、泡萝卜 ，It's so refreshing。还没吃到折耳根的味道，很浓的折耳根的味儿，我靠！我觉得花生会把鱼腥草的味道盖住，平和一下，感觉每一个都不一样。哇，这个又不一样了，感觉没有肉末。This right here is blowing my mind. It's got so many different flavors. The only flavors that you can pick out is when you get a big bite of peanut or a big bite of fish mint, which is a root herb that they like to use in this part of China. And it's kind of a love or hate thing, a bit like coriander, but if you hate it, you definitely hate it because it's a lot of a stronger flavor than coriander. It literally tastes like spicy, herby toothpaste. 这个又不一样了，好神奇的东西。It's definitely got some meat in some of them. Quite funny, people are passing by and staring at me. 吃了一层，先打包 continue on my pilgrimage. My dad would be proud. Okay, let's go. 我被朋友强烈推荐来贵阳，因为是他的家乡。他跟我说，你来3天，你就会吃3天，根本就吃不完。And I'm starting to see every single street now that I'm in the, more active part of town. 这个是美食街，刚刚那个也是美食街。The main road is a 美食街。Everywhere you look, there's a neon light with different food and different people staring at me. I've noticed here, it's probably the least amount of foreigners that I've seen. I've been doing my homework to try and find all the places to eat. 我发现贵阳或者是怎么说贵州，好多不同的火锅。豆豉火锅我看见了，有一个酸汤黄牛火锅。There's another one that looks like Korean barbecue with a 折耳根蘸水。So usually 说到火锅会想到重庆、成都。I wouldn't think of 贵州, but my mind is gonna change after this trip. Okay guys, I didn't realize the hot pot restaurant shut so quick because they close in half an hour. 所以我冲过去看看还能不能吃毛辣果。Yes, it's called hairy spicy fruit. It says 请上2楼，怎么上呢？你好，
你好，
一位，我在那个角落可以吗？什么区别？
这个小份的话，这种小的像腌制的，这个蔬菜腌的。
虾酸的吧 ？Wow! You walk inside and it's like a stinky, sour smell. 扑鼻而来 straight away. Yeah, that was really cool. I really liked the entrance. You have to walk up the stairs. Sorry, I'm switching to English because I feel like everyone's watching me. They had a few different options, and it seemed like the two main options was shrimp stinky or vegetable stinky. It reminds me of like Thai, Lao, Southeast Asian cuisine. You use a lot of shrimp paste. I'm imagining that kind of flavor, that kind of sour flavor. So that's the shrimp. That's the vegetable. 泡椒板筋牛. Oh, that sounds really good. That one's 毛辣酸. Looks like tomato. Oh, I'm regretting now. I think I would have gone for the 泡椒板筋 or the 毛辣酸. And then these are all the toppings and sides you can get. 我第一次见这种单人锅，它这个是干锅是吗？哦 ，Okay, now I'm really regretting because I wanted some soup. So it's got loads of different vegetables in there already. I hear Guizhou is famous for its 洋芋土豆, so we're gonna go with that one first. And I like the potato is half raw in the middle, like still got a bite. Which I like my potatoes to still be a bit crispy. It actually does have a stinky flavor. And mint on the top. Underneath we have some, by the looks of it, lorva. But it tastes a bit like ginger. I don't know what that is. Some sort of stinky noodle. It's black. I imagine it's made with something fermented. 特别配米饭。I'm confused what is beef and what is banzin because I had something that looks like beef. The texture was like banzin, and now I'm eating something that looks like banzin and the texture is like beef. Oh, so good.
我说这个味道能接受吗？味道比较特殊一点点，
是很特殊。
沙发椒的一个味道。
啊，它酸酸的。
对，会有一点偏咸，说搭配米饭吃会更好一些。
必须跟米饭吃是吧？对。
好的，喜欢用的。
谢谢。It's not just a shrimp paste; it's a fermented shrimp paste, which is even more unique. 这个越吃越上瘾。Then you really have to be in the space, get used to the smell, and have a few bites, and it just gets better and better. And because of the spice is addictive, so this food is addictive. This is a one-person portion, and it's massive. It's got this really amazing tofu. I watched a video that had this tofu. It's a type of臭豆腐. On the outside, 它只有酱色. Then on the inside, it's super white. That is a stinky tofu. I love it. Wow.
麻辣好酸。
谢谢. This is starting to bubble now. 香气开始飘发出来了. And I've just been gifted by the lovely owner, Swan Tang. I thought this was a straw, but it's a spoon. Look at that. That's amazing. That's beautiful, that spoon. Whoa. 老板，这里面都有什么呀？
小瓜，然后棉花白、豆芽、还有小豆。对，它主要是上面还有我们这边的一个木姜子。
I've always wanted to try this peppercorn. I've heard about it. I've watched videos about it, but I've never actually tried it. Wow. It's like a sauerkraut soup. Everything's fermented. The radish seems to be pickled or fermented even before it's put in the soup, so it's got that really sourness to it. And here it looks like courgette, and this is pickled cabbage. That is really cool. It's like a cold drink, but all the stuff inside it is fermented. It's so interesting. That tofu is amazing. And I love the celery. Chinese celery is so good because it's different to Western celery. Chinese celery is thin, almost like parsley, and it's fragrant. Has flavor. So good. That is well hot. Bloody hell. It is spicy, I'll tell you that, folks. A lot of times in China you get really spicy food and then the stuff you get alongside it is directly meant to allow you to eat it for longer. So like I've been given this sour soup and I've been told that you drink this before to help you eat more, during to help with the spice. And I imagine it's because of the fermentedness inside and it's good for your gut. Often you'll see bingfen, cold jelly with different dried fruits and raisins and, you know, watermelon and stuff like that on it. And the actual jelly itself has little to no flavor and it's just something to like cool down your system. I'm not sure if it's meant to be cold. 老板，我问一下，这个应该是冷着吃吗？
对，
可以加热吗？可以哦。
那帮你加热一下。
行，谢谢。So it is meant to be eaten cold, which is understandable because you're eating really hot food. I just saw a lady go like this and like look at me, and then another one just turned around, and then the rest of the table just turned around as well. And now they're all speaking about me. I can understand you guys. I'm excited for that soup to come back hot. I hope it's better hot, because then I'm just gonna look like an idiot, letting it go cold and then drinking it when it's cold. Bloody hell, it's spicy. Wow. This is so incredibly spicy. I don't think I've had anything this spicy since I've been to Hunan, Changsha. And let me tell you, that was spicy. Jesus Christ. Fire in my belly. 谢谢。老板热情，给老板投个币。See, that's really nice. 我超爱吃酸的东西 as well. This is beautiful. It's actually really nice on the stomach. Settling. The flavor almost reminds me of tom yum because of all the shrimp paste. This is definitely more spicy. 鲜酸发酵的味儿，辣咸。I'm beginning to see a theme of sour and spice. I've been to Hunan, I've been to Sichuan. They are commonly noted as the most spicy regions. Sichuanese food 我觉得是麻辣 a lot of like dry chilies. 有点胡辣麻辣那种。湖南 from what I've seen is 鲜辣 which means fresh, spicy. lots of fresh chilies. You get lots of little bird's eye chilies, different types of fresh chilies, and oftentimes there's more chilies than actual food in your dish. Here, from what I've noticed, they are using dry chilies, similar to Sichuan, so it has that 香辣干辣椒的味道，但是加了一层酸 I haven't experienced anywhere else, and it's so appetizing. I think next time I'd definitely go for a tomato broth, because I love a broth. It's getting really spicy. 里面有蒜叶 garlic leaf, 板筋 potato. I still need to ask what this is. I imagine it's some sort of fermented 米皮, and I want to know what that is. I believe it's ginger or 生姜 galangal. I'm placing my bets here. 大家在弹幕里可以告诉我。有点像粉丝一样。And there's more tofu here. This tofu is different. This is just, I think, 嫩豆腐. But everything has that sour flavor now, so I'm not sure what's what. So unique. Trying to find the words to describe this girl without being disrespectful. That's how I feel. I need some raw vegetables, a whole onion or a whole lettuce, and I just want to take a bite out of it. My only issue, but then you get this soup, and it's lovely and tart and refreshing. It's nice warm. The English in me just didn't like the cold sour soup. Bulgarian in me liked it, but the English in me was having a hard time. China is the only place I know of that happily calls things stinky. And stinky means tasty and good. In English we call it funky and pungent. It's the best translation rather than stinky. Guys, if you come here, I reckon order a single person's meal between two. There's no way one person is finishing all of that. I feel defeated, guys. Wow. I think people from here are just 太牛逼了, able to eat all of this food and it all be this spicy. And you don't get an upset stomach. Insane. This would have killed Charlie. This would have definitely killed my dear friend Charlie. I feel like I need to rest for a minute, turn the flame low, and drink my beer and stare out into the distance. Mysteriously. 你好，结账。我能问一个问题吗？我好奇这个，我没见过这个是什么面还是什么？
它是那种我们当地的那种
魔芋。
对，旁边是那个是
萝卜丝。哦，我OK，我还以为是姜呢。哦。That was one hell of a meal. 哦。大美，你告诉我这是什么东西啊 ？Make a juice out of it. 刺梨。哦。Spiky pear. So interesting. Right. I am a self-proclaimed sour vinegar loving freak. I love fermented flavors. 升级版 that is taking it to the next level. 我从来没有吃过那么酸。Wow, look at that. 从来没有吃过那么酸、那么发酵味的火锅 or any dish in Chinese food. I've never had anything that sour before. It was completely refreshing, completely new, completely unique. I don't think I'm gonna have the energy or the space in my stomach to go to any sort of night market today. 这一期到此结束，别忘了点赞、关注、留言、评论、收藏、投个币 ，leave a comment for 贵阳 guys. Love you guys， 下期再见，拜拜。